People, Deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for watching, rocking and tuning in each and every time. Obviously I'm on my lunch break. The sun is shining in my face like you see. Let's move the camera. Forgive me for any noises and things I can't control. Actually, since I've started this video, my man over there, I don't know if you can see, is having a whale of a conversation, and I think he's speaking to his girl, because I saw it on his FaceTime. So obviously we all understand how that goes. Let him do his thing. So first and foremost, I want to speak about Guendouzi. Now, Guendouzi's been named on the 20-man shortlist in relation to the Golden Boy Award. Now, I've previously made a vid how I wouldn't say the awards, or go as far as to say the awards are cursed, but I mean, when you look at certain players, I believe Messi's won it, that's cool. I believe Martial's won it. Has he really necessarily developed to his scale? Deluded won it last year. I was telling you lot, he's a good defender, but he's still learning his trades. Them errors or things he needs to improve is now coming to light playing for Juventus. Obviously Kylian's won it, Messi's won it if I haven't said him, I believe Rooney and Cesc. But there's plenty of names like Anderson and players with potential that have either stagnated or not reached that level, and obviously it's not always their fault. We can't help the pressures that's put on them, but when you look at some of the people that have won the award, it's not necessarily always the best measure of talent. But it's nice to see Guendouzi's been recognised, because he's been playing an awfully lot for Arsenal. On the large face of it, for someone who's just turned 20, he's played quite well. He stood up to be counted, he showed bravery, and obviously he's got the technical ability. He's got he's what you look for in an Arsenal player, in that certainly he's got the technical abilities, the passing range. It's about honing in on what he's good at and trying to develop what he's bad at. But he's got the mentality, man. He's got that, I don't want to gas him, but he's got that mentality that Thierry, Vieira, they all had. He's never cowered away, man. It don't matter if we're playing Aston Villa and we need to try something, Liverpool or Spurs. He's one of the only ones, if not putting in the maximum effort, trying the most. And that's why I've got time for Guendouzi. Of course he does frustrating things. For me, I do think he could, and I think it's more down to the coaching. He's got that pass in his locker. I do see him see it, and it's not like he does it. Obviously, at times he does hold on to the ball a bit much and does overdo it when he doesn't need to. But I'm prepared to put up with them sort of things. He's played an awfully lot for Arsenal, and he's been recognised at international level with France, playing in the under-21s. He was obviously called up as a replacement due to injury into the national team's thinking under Deschamps. He was unlucky not to make his debut, but it's a good look. And it's a good look, him being on this list. Now, the list is as follows: Mattéo Guendouzi, Mason Mount, who although he plays for Chelsea, he's been developing solidly and he started off the season well, so good luck to him. Phil Foden, obviously the ability's there. Deluded's there again. Roma Zanolio, Donnarumma, the goalie of AC Milan. Bayern Munich's Canadian lad in Alphonso Davies. Kai Havertz, Dijon Jovelic, I cannot say his name. Jadon Sancho, Vinicius Jr., Valencia's Ferran Torres, Real Madrid's Andre Lunin, who's a very good keeper. Valencia's got another player in Kanglan Lee. João Felix, formerly of Benfica, now of Atletico Madrid, is there, as is Asu Fanti, the lad who's just got a look in for Barcelona recently, and he's quite a good player, and they're speaking about potentially Euro 2020 for the Spanish national side. They've got him. You've got Rodrigo of Real Madrid, won't win it. He's got the ability, but other players have shown more. You've got Daniel Marlon, who since leaving Arsenal, I'd say last 18 months in particular, has really learned how to find the back of the net, and he's being linked with Barcelona now, and he's valued at 50 million. He left Arsenal for a couple thousand, plus probably a sell-on clause. How much is he worth now? He's obviously played for his country, scoring for his country, and he's playing quite well. And you've got that insane striker of Salzburg in Highland. I mean, he looks like a robot. He looks like he's built like a robot. That man is there to score goals. I've watched him at the Under-20s World Cup. I've watched him in European competition. And from what I see, he looks like a player. You see Real Madrid linked with him. Do I think, obviously the Arsenal bias is there. I'd love Guendouzi to win it. But in my heart, I believe the winner should either be, looking at this list, I'd say Jadon Sancho, to be fair with you, because out of all of the list, out of all the players on the list, he's become not necessarily the most household name, but he's playing on a regular basis for Dortmund and kind of making the difference. I'm not saying he's playing world class or amazing, but he's become a household name within that lineup. So I think, and an international. So it'd be between Jadon Sancho and João Felix for me. If you've been watching Benfica, that João Felix kid is ridiculous. He's joined Atletico, and I won't say he's set the world alight, but he's fitted in well. I believe he's got an insane future. It remains to be seen if he'll remain a midfield sort of player, or you've seen at times him playing a false nine or occupy that striker role. It reminds me a bit like Kaka, but at the same time, it reminds me a tiny bit of, is it Rui Costa in some of the mannerisms he comes with. So I'm keen to see what he's brought, keen to what he develops in. Between him and Bernardo Silva and a couple others, there's a real purple patch in Portugal with a number of talented players, and he looks like someone to, I don't want to say ease the burden of Cristiano Ronaldo when he calls it a day, because let's remember who Cristiano is and let's remember potential is just potential. But between him, Bernardo Silva and a couple other young talented Portuguese lads that we know about and we don't know about, the future is bright for Portugal. So it'd be him, it would be out of them two for me. Obviously Deluded had a good year with Ajax again, so he could win that. Kai Havertz has been fantastic for Leverkusen, sorry, and he's going from strength to strength. I would say Highland. Outsider for me, Kang-In Lee, Kang-In, oh, I keep calling him Kang-In Lee, sorry, would be it for me. Marlon as well, but I think in my heart and hearts, between Jadon Sancho and João Felix would be my picks, people, really and truly. So it's nice to see Guendouzi's been highlighted and recognised and whatnot, but in regards to this vid, there's not much more for me to add. So people, I'm out. Deluded.